important. And he's in Russia. Apparently he's like a teacher that teaches English, but is getting paid. Like apparently someone like audited his bank account, like hacked into his thing. He's getting paid like millions of dollars to be like an English teacher, allegedly. And is pumping all this neo-Nazi shit, creating neo-Nazis in America, aggregating all these like incel kids. And then basically from St. Petersburg in Russia is like convincing them to do domestic terrorism. And like they're literally putting in spies, like domestic.
So we like literally look everywhere but the obvious place. But whatever, I'm not gonna be that person because y'all already know. So anyway, guys, we're gonna watch Andrew Schulz and the co-host talk about weaponizing social media. And what comes with all of that. So let's go ahead and get right into it.
Terrorists infiltrating, getting them riled up, somehow getting them money in some cases, aggregating all of them, getting them like training techniques, sending them like field manuals from the Marines and shit, and basically like promoting them to do acts of terrorism.
And half of these idiots don't even, I bet 99% of these idiots don't even realize they're being manipulated.
Yeah.
They actually think they're fighting a good fight.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy's on point. He's got all the real research. I'm going to go and do my YouTube. My YouTube or my Googling to find out why this is all justified. And you can find a justification for anything.
Yeah,
I mean, them motherfuckers believe the earth is flat.
Yes. So, when people talk like this, okay, so let me try to figure out my actual thought process with what he's saying right now. Because I've actually been accused of this, of just, believing anybody and you're being manipulated. And I'm like, yo, man, get out of my face. Like, seriously? Like, I didn't come this far to be told that. And I think that it's just... I think those kind of answers are for people who are afraid to ask the hard questions. Now, even with flat earth, somebody's going to hear this and say, she's a flat earther. I'm a don't carer. Okay, like Tucker Carlson said, he was like, even if the earth was flat, what would be the big deal to me as long as I'm not falling? That's how I feel. That's how I feel about information. And I'm going to the most extreme thing to say that, right? Like, what would it change my life if we did find out the earth was flat? If they came up and said, you know what, we figured this thing out a little wrong and it's flat. Okay, am I falling on the ground now? No, I'm not. Okay, whoopsie daisy, they made a mistake. So the point is, that when you take agency of your mind and you understand not to allow yourself to get so controlled with information that you start to do insane things, there's nothing that you won't tackle. But, I did that wrong. The mission of my channel is my heart speaks sincerely what I know. You know what I mean? My mouth speaks from the heart and sincerely what I know. That's Job 33:3. And that's still quite important to me. Like, it used to be all over my logo. It might still be on the logo on the bottom of this episode or whatever. That's how I feel. I feel like God will guide you to the absolute truth if you're ready, because Christ is the truth, the way, and the life, right? So I don't understand what this thing is. It's like, oh, yeah, you don't even know you're being manipulated. I get told, you know why I got told that? Because I don't want to go to World War III. And I feel like just, unmitigated bombing of Yemen, when we are involved in a maritime security situation in the Red Sea that we should not be involved with, is a problem. When I go back and I do my research from many different sources, but maybe I might cite one source or one person, they'll say that person's manipulating me. People will assume a lot about you and say, oh, but that's just because you're on Twitter all day hearing all. You don't know what I do or what I listen to. It's just such a small-minded way of thinking. Thank you for listening to the rant, and I hope you did get something out of that one, but let's just keep watching.
So they are out there thinking they're doing the Lord's work when they're doing Putin's.
Crazy. And then they're setting up like, yo, we're going to shoot up this thing. We're going to try to free this guy from prison. We're going to go kill this family because they're communists. And they're literally plotting all the shit, buying all the equipment. And this FBI guy infiltrated them to take them out.
There's a guy, I forget his name, but he was bragging about how he was like one of the most viewed people on Twitter, right? And a lot of his shit is just like, the Jews do this, the Jews do that, right? And they probably do, but but that's what his Twitter is. And he was talking about it. He's like, yeah, I was one of the most viewed on Twitter. And I wonder if he even realized that like those views might be amplified by our opposition. They want that unrest in America.
But does it change the fact that if somebody say, you see, there we go again. Like now you just said, I'm not even going to talk about the topic, right? Oh, well, yeah, you're the most viewed, but that might be amplified by our opposition. All right, but the truth is the truth. I don't know if people, this is me saying in general, right? Because he threw that out there like that, right? But I'm saying, listen, when I was talking about the lollipop everybody told me that I was okay. A lot of people told me that I was wrong on Facebook. I was harassed on Facebook by even family members, okay? Telling me like I was dumb or something because I did not eat that lollipop, right? Because I knew better as a nurse, and they questioned me and said, what kind of nurse are you? Yeah, you can miss me with all of this. I'll never forget that time in life. And so when people start doing well, I mean, it might be the opposition, or you're being manipulated to talk about things that just to keep you distracted about what's really going on. Oh, because the thing that's really going on, I get that a lot too. It's like, then you go ahead and do that there. I'm looking for reality, for the truth of, and truth is so, it's like a word now that's being used. Listen, I'm just standing close to God as much as I can. And in the name of God, you know, Christ is the truth. And it's inconvenient, but it must be talked about.
Crazy.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
And he's out there going, no, the people really understand what I'm saying. They really care about what I'm saying. It's like, no, Russia does. China does. They don't even give a fuck about the Jews or not. It could be anybody. It could be Black Lives Matter. I'm sure that they were pumping the exact same people that were shitting all over Black Lives Matter. Wow.
Yeah.
This is the kind of information that we need out there.
Yeah.
So that people don't succumb to it. Because you get those views, you know, your tweets are popping.
Yeah.
You think you're lit.
Yeah.
You think you found out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is literally from the BBC, this article. This guy, Nazzaro, is running a militant group from Russia.
Wow.
And this is just one guy. Like, I don't even know how many other guys there are that are doing this kind of stuff.
I'm sure we're doing the same shit.
Probably.
Over there.
Okay. Because now I got to be
Yeah, but they start to restrict it.
Wait, hold on. Let me get that name again. Rinaldo Nazzaro. Because people seem to have easily forgot about the, what I like to call the, hold on, y'all. We're going to do this. We are going to do this like Destiny does on his channel, Rinaldo Nazzaro. Rinaldo Nazzaro, founder of the white supremacist group The Base. The FBI describes the group as racially motivated. Come on, man, chill. Violent extremist group that seeks to accelerate the downfall of America inside a race war established by ethno state. After a series of high-profile arrests, members of Nazzaro began building a new accelerationist organization. Later that year, he disbanded the group. And until 2020, when he announced that he was immediately relinquishing all administrative responsibilities over the base. Okay, he was born in Russia, originally from New Jersey. Nazzaro ran a security company. Let me see. Also confirmed with that Nazzaro worked with DHS between blah, blah, blah. And he worked, because I'm not saying all the words. We're just going through this fast. Worked with the U.S. forces in the Middle East and counterterrorism. Jesus Christ. According to media reports, Nazzaro had a top secret clearance and was among the group that briefed special forces. And so he knew a lot of stuff that was going on. Nazzaro reportedly claims to have completed multiple tours. He knew the truth. And y'all probably like, here you go. I know. But like, oh man, they done got me on something, boy. We gonna have to, wait a minute. So they did this before in the 90s. This is, okay, the base is an entirely legal surveillance self-defense network. But of course, the system wants you to believe otherwise. It's a psyop with the goal of shutting down. This is insane. Let's see if I can, let me look up this guy on Twitter. I found my new, I found my new obsession, guys. I think we might have to leave John Benet Ramsey for, God forgive me. Far-right extremist groups increasingly migrating to Russian. But see, the thing is, like, I just never get enough information to know what's really going on. Like, me, the name was synonymous. This looks weird. Okay, I'm gonna neo-Nazi group is plot rebuild as Trump, the FBI chief state takes. What is this? Takes helm. Audio reveals. So, guys, I have to be careful because I think I've Of course, I want to. Okay, I am on camera. The point that I'm making is. The Patriot Act is real. We need to go live so I can play Glenn Greenwald explaining exactly how the FBI and the Patriot Act works. So when I see people say stuff like this, like, you see, the BBC reported and this, that, and the third, and as if this isn't state media. We literally fund BBC too, by the way. We were doing it with USAID. That's really how you say it. I need more information before I buy this. I'm sorry. This is me. This is how I've always been. This is why, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I'm sorry. Like, and somebody will say, oh, what would you do? The extremist group, you're black. I just want the truth. So I think we just stepped into something. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.